Hi everyone, good to see you again all. I hope you all will be fine. Please check Iraq latest news updates. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammad Shia Al-Sudani revealed during a recent interview with CNN that the Iraqi and American foreign ministries are actively working to coordinate his upcoming visit to the United States. This visit is in response to an invitation extended by President Joe Biden. Al-Sudani, who is currently in New York attending the United Nations General Assembly meetings, shared insights on several key topics. 1. Strengthening bilateral ties with the United States. Al-Sudani emphasized the importance of discussing and activating the Strategic Framework Agreement between Iraq and the United States. This agreement encompasses various facets, including economic, educational, cultural, and security cooperation. He highlighted Iraq's significance in the energy market and expressed his eagerness to explore opportunities for American companies to contribute to various sectors within Iraq. 2. Iraq's security and cooperation with global coalition. Al-Sudani emphasized that Iraq no longer requires combat forces from the United States or the rest of the global coalition countries. He cited the readiness and capabilities of Iraqi security forces as being at an advanced stage. The focus has shifted from combat operations against groups like ISIS to cooperation in specific areas with the international coalition. 3. Relations with neighboring countries. Regarding relations with neighboring countries, Al-Sudani was committed to rejecting any aggression on Iraq's borders, whether from Turkey or Iran. He asserted Iraq's sovereignty and stated that Iraqi soil would not be used to launch attacks against neighboring nations. He revealed that efforts are underway to establish security committees with Turkey and Iran to enhance border stability. 4. Regional diplomacy and cooperation. Al-Sudani highlighted ongoing discussions with Turkey and expressed the importance of addressing security concerns through dialogue and joint committees. He also emphasized Iraq's interest in fostering regional stability and noted ongoing efforts to promote dialogue between Iran and Arab nations, including Saudi Arabia. 5. Economic transformation and energy independence. Al-Sudani discussed Iraq's efforts to achieve energy independence through projects with Total, the fifth round of energy projects, and national initiatives. Iraq aims to rely on its gas resources to operate power plants within 2 years. The government's economic plan focuses on diversifying the economy and maximizing gas and financial revenues to develop key sectors like agriculture, industry, and commerce. 6. Combating corruption and international support. Addressing the challenge of corruption, Al-Sudani acknowledged it as a significant obstacle facing Iraq. He called for international support in combating corruption, recovering stolen assets, and bringing individuals wanted for corruption to justice. 7. Climate change and water scarcity. Al-Sudani recognized climate change as an existential threat to Iraq and highlighted the national strategy to combat pollution until 2035. He stressed the importance of investing in gas utilization and renewable energy. He also expressed the need for international support to mitigate the impacts of climate change and address water scarcity issues affecting Iraq's marshes and river levels. 8. Security and tourist safety. Al-Sudani addressed concerns about the safety of tourists in Iraq, particularly the case of a woman who entered Iraq with a Russian passport and subsequently disappeared. He assured Iraqi security services are actively investigating the disappearance and determined to uncover the truth. Iraq remains open to welcoming tourist delegations and foreign companies, with security being a top priority. and the Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammad Shia Al-Sudani, on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly's 78th session, told Bloomberg in an interview that Iraq's vision seeks an active role in the global gas market, emphasized adherence to oil agreements, and revealed the nation's stance on foreign military presence. Oil and gas policies. Al-Sudani highlighted Iraq's commitment to agreements with OPEC and OPEC Plus member countries, aiming to balance the interests of both producers and consumers. Part of this strategy includes directing a portion of Iraq's oil production to refineries abroad, including discussions with Bulgaria, China, and Malaysia. We seek a reasonable oil price that benefits both producers and consumers, without a fixed price, with an ideal range between $85 to $90 per barrel, said Al-Sudani, signaling Iraq's intent to adapt to market dynamics. Furthermore, Al-Sudani spoke about ongoing investments in natural gas fields, positioning Iraq as an active player in the global gas market. Kurdistan region oil export. Al-Sudani addressed the suspension of oil exports from the Kurdistan region, stating, "We await Turkey's actions to resume exports via the Turkish route, especially for oil originating from the Kurdistan region, consistent with Iraq's overall policy." He highlighted that negotiations with Turkey aim to separate export disputes from legal issues in international arbitration. Al-Sudani stressed that the cessation of exports harms all parties involved, including Turkey, which relies on export pipeline tariffs. Foreign investments and American companies. He revealed significant projects with TotalEnergies and ongoing discussions with Emirati and Chinese firms, underscoring Iraq's determination to explore its natural gas potential. We met with American companies operating in the Kurdistan region eager to expand their operations in the rest of Iraq. We discussed investment opportunities, inviting American companies to engage, he said. Al-Sudani acknowledged the strategic relationship between Iraq and the United States, which includes activating the Strategic Framework Agreement, collaborating with American companies, and resuming oil exports through the Turkish port of Sian. Foreign military presence. Regarding the presence of foreign forces in Iraq, Al-Sudani stated, "Our official position is clear: there is no need for foreign combat forces in Iraq. We possess capable security services to maintain order." Al-Sudani revealed ongoing discussions about Iraq's future relationship with the global coalition and bilateral cooperation formulas with the United States and other nations. We support international efforts against terrorist groups like ISIS and believe in joint training and information exchange programs. Technical committees will determine the specifics, he explained. He also mentioned that the current foreign presence consists primarily of advisors, and Iraq aims to regulate their roles, locations, and timeframes. An American-Iraqi committee will meet to discuss these matters. Regional diplomacy. The Iraqi Prime Minister expressed Iraq's interest in facilitating understanding and reconciliation between Iran and the United States to maintain regional stability. Iraq's foreign policy centers on maintaining relations based on common interests and non-interference in internal affairs. He emphasized Iraq's desire to maintain a dialogue with the United States to ensure stability in the Middle East, a region of critical global importance. And during a meeting with a delegation from General Electric Energy, Iraq's Deputy Prime Minister for Energy Affairs and Minister of Oil expressed the government's commitment to supporting fast-track energy solutions for harnessing associated gas and converting it into useful energy. International companies is part of the Ministries' initiatives. The meeting, attended by Mr. Madat Al-Marabi, Executive Director of Mobile Energy Units at General Electric Energy for Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, emphasize the strategic partnership between the Ministry of Oil and General Electric. They praised the government's role in overseeing projects executed by the company in Iraq's energy sector, particularly in Basra, Mason, and Thikar. Discussions also revolved around General Electric's technical presentation on utilizing flared-associated gas to generate electricity, employing jet engine turbine technology. The meeting proposed the possibility of signing a framework agreement during the COP28 climate conference. The meeting was attended by Mr. Izzat Saber, the Ministry's Deputy for Gas Affairs, and a Deputy Director General from the Department of Studies, Planning, and Monitoring. Thanks, take care.